Hello and welcome to my vintage audiophile channel. This is now my 86th video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Yamaha RX-V870 surround sound receiver that came out in 1993. It was one of the first ones that they made back then that had Dolby Digital on it. But I'm not going to speak too much about the Dolby Digital on this particular one because by today's standards it's very rudimentary. But if you look online to seek further information about this machine, you will hear nothing but glowing praise for this particular receiver as a two-channel receiver. It has great specs and has a sound that is very pleasant to the ears for two-channel listening. This particular model, like I say, came out in '93. It was the second to the top of the line model that year, and it has your standard inputs and outputs on this that are composite and SVHS. It does allow for a VCR, a Laserdisc / TV, a tape, and it does have built-in tuner and has provisions for CD and phono, and also a tape 2 or VCR 2, whatever you want to hook up to it. It does hook up to a TV, although it probably doesn't hook up to some of the more modern TVs because it has a composite, and a lot of the newer TVs don't have composite anymore. They just have HDMI. I will play a little bit of this tuner for you because that's about all I have hooked up to it right now is what's here. I'm doing this particular video a little differently than I have in the past, where I'll have a whole stack of stuff. The reason why is because every time I do a video and I play music through the speakers from other sources, I always seem to get a copyright claim on it, and I'm tired of doing that. So I'm just going to talk about this receiver as it is today, turn it on, let you hear a little bit of the tuner, which of course ain't going to give you the best idea of how this truly sounds. It shines when you put phonos or CDs or tape decks on here, but for a older machine, this has a lot of as you can see, bells and whistles on it for a thing, and I'm going to zoom in on this receiver right now so you can have a little bit better see of what all the controls are on here. So bear with me for a second here. Right off the bat, you can see that it has a digital sound field processor, and basically you don't even really need a remote on this unless you are an armchair quarterback type of person. You can see that it has everything you possibly could use in the Dolby Digital realm to be able to do just from the front face alone. It has your rear and center level and front effect level, and delay time is all controlled here. You got your on and off button to turn off the Dolby Digital, plus all your sound field buttons. And then your tuning up and down, tuning modes, your bandwidth. It has 8 preset stations times 5, so you can preset 40 different things into here as far as stations go. Then, like I was saying, your buttons for your VCRs and laser discs and all that stuff. Down below it has a lot of controls on it. You got your speaker A and B. You You can hook up two sets of front speakers to this, plus your surround and your center channel. It has a bass extension, aka bass boost, tone bypass to completely bypass any of the controls here that you have set for bass treble. Of course, your balance button, and then it has a record out button that lets you choose what source you're going to record to, or record from, I should say, when you have a cassette deck hooked up to it. And of course, your big volume knob. And I'm going to zoom back out now. And as far as specs on this particular model, it does have some pretty impressive specs. It has, in 8 ohm speaker mode, it has 80 watts out to the front speakers, center speakers, and then the surround speakers are only at 25 watts, and that's what they did back in the early days of digital. They didn't give as much emphasis to the rear speakers. A couple years later, they started changing that so everything had equal amount of power going to it. Frequency response is a 20 hertz to 20 kHz. Total harmonic distortion on this is 0.015%, which is really good. You can do either 8 ohm or 6 ohm minimum speakers in here. When you do 6 ohm, the watts per channel goes up a little bit to 95 watts. Signal to noise ratio is 93 dB. It weighs about 33 pounds, and it was about a $600 or $700 audio equipment back in the day. It, like I say, has a lot of connections on the back, be either regular composite or S-video out. It does have the standard banana plug type of connectors on the back for the speakers, and it does have a pretty impressive sized transformer inside, plus main caps, which adds to the weight and also adds to the enjoyment of the music. I'm going to turn this on now so that you can hear what it sounds. I'm not going to be playing too much stuff on here, but I will play a little bit on the tuner just to show you that it is in fact working. And like I say, I wish I could blast out some music through the CD or phono, but I'm tired of having to deal with copyright claim disputes. So I will turn this on. It's a standard, I'll turn it down a little bit first here. It has a standard yellow display that Yamaha is famous for. That's the color they decided to use on their electronics when it comes to displays. And right now,
Duhame pressures front of the cage. Bryson sitting back behind his own net. And now Labushkin right side offers one ahead for Jost. Jost trying to...
And it does bring in a lot of stations that I can't get with other receivers, no matter what I do. So that makes it really nice. Of course, not all of them come in great, but they're nonetheless stations that I can't get anywhere else.
Because putting new options is the right thing to do.
And as you can see, a lot of stations come in. Some stations that I can barely get in on any other receiver come in really loud and clear on this one. I would say this particular tuner, just with a standard dipole antenna, gets stations, twice as many stations as I can get with any other tuner I own.
Garcia is
which really adds to the enjoyment of listening to this receiver. And I don't have any special antenna. No, it's not amplified or nothing like that. It's just a normal standard 75 ohm antenna.
for people from Nicaragua and Haiti.
And as you can see, just by listening to this, I'm getting probably at least 40 or so stations with this receiver that half of them I can't get with any other tuner I have. So if you're really into radio, this is probably one of the best, more modern receivers that you could buy, as far as getting something that can give you a lot of enjoyment off the radio alone. Like I say, I wish I could really crank this up and put a CD on here to show you just how great it sounds, even though it may not sound as great as it does here because of the constraints of doing a video. But rest assured, if you go online and see some of the reviews that people have made of this particular receiver over the years, they all say the same thing that I'm saying, that in 2-channel, this is an absolutely wonderful sounding receiver from a company that knows what it was doing back then when it comes to music. They have a great stellar reputation of that in the past. Don't know how they are these days because I don't have any modern Yamaha stuff, but I do have a lot of the older stuff, and it all sounds great. Their natural sound moniker is just that, natural sound, not doctored, and you will be very happy if you find one of these available to purchase, because it will definitely get the job done, and it'll sound great in the meantime. So thank you for listening to my ramblings here today, and if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would very much appreciate it. I answer any questions that people send my way, and I will do that to the best of my ability. I don't know everything, but I know quite a bit. So if you like this video, like I say, please subscribe, and please tell your friends about my channel also. And until next time, have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.